Misuse of 911. The North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations is discharged 3 months after the alleged incident occurred. I was given a bond of $2,500. When I asked why I had a bond, I was told because of Irina's law. This law was passed in NCTO deal with violent and dangerous offenders. For context, this is a ticket oblievance. Having to pay a bondsman over these allegations is like going to jail simply for running a stop sign. The North Carolina Bureau of Investigations won't investigate my claims, but they will issue baseless charges on behalf of the agency I've sought investigations for when substantial evidence of misconduct exists.
When you are finished, hang up or press # for more options.
This is Brian Turner. So I've called this office probably at least 30 times within the last maybe 6 months, and I've never gotten a call back. So I'm just now recording this so that way I can document it for my federal lawsuit. At one point, I could maybe speak to one person who would direct me to other people. But now when I call, no one ever answers, and then when I leave messages, no one ever returns my calls. It's amazing, though, that I have evidence for everything that I'm saying, all the proof that I've alleged police misconduct, and you guys won't take any action against the Gibsonville Police Department. I'm going to make sure that that this is noted, how the SBI and other officials refuse to act despite the insurmountable proof. I can't even get a call back. It's ridiculous. And you keep delegating stuff. You guys are taxpayer funded. So without our tax dollars, you wouldn't have a job. So I'm going to give you my number. Just
Sheriff's Office, front desk.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Cool. So I'm going to make some statements before we begin. Firstly, this call is recorded. I'm doing it to protect myself. Secondly,
That's fine.
the second statement I'm going to make is I left the sheriff's station many calls, and first time I say that it's being recorded, you guys call me back almost immediately. So with that being said, the reason I'm calling today is because I've been suffering harassment from the people that lied for the Gibsonville police doing a criminal matter, and the fact that I've been outspoken about them lying is why they've harassed me. And so when I'm speaking about harassment, I'm talking about it started with them like riding outside of our house really loud, being obnoxious, flashing lights through our window. And so it's not just me saying it, like the Gibsonville police did acknowledge it was harassment. And,
Okay.
and so this has been repeated. And then go ahead.
Go ahead.
So this has
Well, I
been
was going to ask you, where do you live in Gibsonville?
604 Wood
What's your
Street.
address?
604 Wood Street.
Okay.
I'm the guy that's
Yes, sir.
that's starting to be viral for it, showcasing what they did. That's me. So it started after Jeff Reese lied for the police. Like I started advocating, and advocating itself is not a crime. I was just advocating online after what had been happening, and then it began like as I mentioned, driving outside of our house, being loud. He's even threatened me on a couple of times. It's long story short. The Gibsonville police did acknowledge that he was harassing. They told me he used kids to help harass, and they told me he was going to be charged. No one was ever charged. I know for a fact he wasn't charged. And so his part has mostly stopped. But the child it's a kid, Caleb Owens. This kid doesn't even have a driver's license, and what he'll do is they'll drop him off at our house, and then he'll drive, and then they do it closer to nighttime, like around 8 or 9 o'clock when it's really dark.
Yes, sir.
This same kid was part of the harassment with Jeff Reese, and even tried to scare my wife with a gun, and it wasn't just me.
Okay.
Like, our neighbors reported this. No one was ever arrested, and so basically, the Gibsonville police have allowed them to act, do whatever they want without consequence. I'm actually, just so we're clear. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Sorry. So I'm actually going to file a lawsuit against the Gibsonville police for selective enforcement, as well as some other things. But before I do, I gotta do some things which we're trying to get out of this county because it sucks. But what I would like, what I would like is for somebody to be charged. Like if this was me or anybody else, and I know that they can be charged. Y'all have no problem charging me when certain people make false allegations with no proof. I actually have proof. So what I'm saying is, I would like somebody criminally charged because this is BS. Go ahead.
What can the Alamance County Sheriff's Office do for you?
You can charge them.
No, we can't. They're in the jurisdiction of the Gibsonville Police Department. We can't make charges on something that Gibsonville has already investigated. They are the only ones. Well, I take it back. They would have to make the charges. Now, if you have a complaint, it sounds like you do, and I've looked through the call history. This seems to be pretty extensive over the last couple of years.
Yes.
Back in August, I know you talked to a Sergeant Pierce with the Sheriff's Office, and also you had talked to him, it says in May.
Yeah.
In May, it's documented that he told you the same thing I'm getting ready to tell you. If you have an issue with the Gibsonville Police Department and the way they are doing business in the city of Gibsonville, you would have to take that up with the State Bureau of Investigation. And I'm happy to give you a phone number for the State Bureau of Investigation, but we as a law enforcement agency, we're not able to investigate other law enforcement agencies.
That's not what I'm asking.
So
that's not what I'm asking.
Well, but you're asking us to make charges on something Gibsonville has said that they don't have information to make charges. And if that's not true, then, my apologies, but we can't step in and charge them because Gibsonville is not going to charge them.
Do you know what
Does that make
selective?
sense?
Do you know what selective enforcement is?
Well, I do, but we can't govern what another municipality does. If their investigation, they deem that for whatever reason, I couldn't tell you because I don't work there and I don't know the officers, I don't know anybody that does, but if they deem that we're not making charges for whatever reason, we can't come in behind them and say, well, you're not going to make charges, we will. Okay?
So
you're in the city of Gibsonville, so Gibsonville is responsible for those charges. Now, if they're not making the charges that you feel are deemed necessary, then you would have to contact the State Bureau of Investigation to make that complaint against the Gibsonville Police Department. And I have a phone number of the SBI in Raleigh that I can give you to get you on that path. But that's really all that I or the Sheriff's Office can do for you.
Let me pause you for a second.
Sure, go ahead.
Because I want to.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to educate the audience because this is going on my channel to document the interaction of. So, I read information that suggests that you could, but that's not what I'm going to argue with you about. What I am going to say is that I've actually so the State Bureau of Investigation is in on it. So you can save your breath with that. And let me explain to you how
All right. Well, that's the only advice that I'm going to give you, and I'm going to discontinue this conversation.
What's your name,
if
sir?
You want to talk to
before you hang up?
My name's Deputy Pascal.
You have a badge number?
For sure.
What's your badge number,
But
sir?
I'm not gonna. I don't have a badge number.
You don't
I'm
have
not gonna consider. I'm not gonna I'm not going to continue a conversation if the advice that I've been told to give you is to contact the State Bureau of Investigation. If you do not want to do that, that's up to you. But that's the course of action you have.
So may I say something? Because you're like closing. I haven't even finished. You're cutting me off to say like you're trying to end the call. So I'm trying to share something with you. And before I can, I know this is a bureaucratic. You're not letting me finish. I would like to finish before you hang up.
Because I'm working the front, sir. I'm working the front desk of the sheriff's office. I have people lined up waiting to be serviced, and I can't continue to have a conversation with something I can't help you with.
With all due respect, I've called this office many times, and you guys never return calls.
Don't say we've never called you. We called you back in August. We called you back in May.
How many times did I have to call?
I don't know. I have no idea. But don't say we've never called you back.
I still have unanswered calls from when I've called. So you've called selectively when you were pressed to do so. So actually,
no, I called because a coworker sent me an email.
You called because this is recorded. I've left plenty of voicemails. No. This is the first time you're calling me back, sir. I left the voicemail.
This is the first, sir. This is why I'm not going to sit here and continue a conversation that's going to lead nowhere.
Because I'm correcting you, and you don't like being corrected. But you have a good day, sir. Details. So
multiple
Jeffrey
agencies
Smythe
and entities deflecting.
He's the lead investigator. He's friends with the Gibsonville police chief that covered up the crimes. So essentially, on August 7th, 2022, and I've reported this numerous times to the FBI. I don't know what's been done, but Officer Brennan.
Sorry, sir. If you reported this numerous times to the FBI, we have this information document. And thanks for calling.
Wait, I'm not finished. Please don't hang up on me. I have new information. This was Senator Phil Berger's office?
Yes.
That's out of North Carolina?
Yep.
All right, so before we begin with my concern, I just wanted to say, I saw the post where he's talking about Sam Page out of Rockingham getting his House of Affairs in order or something like that. So I just wanted to say, in regards to that post, Phil Berger actually elected Gibsonville Police Chief Ron Parrish to basically review police complaints. I'm not sure what it is. Oddly enough, Ron Parrish actually took part in concealing police misconduct. So before you hang up or whatever, this is being recorded. So I'm putting it all on Facebook and TikTok because I have evidence of him blocking me from the town. He actually banned me from the town meeting when I brought up the misconduct. That's illegal. That's a first retaliation. So essentially what I'm speaking about is a Gibsonville officer attacked me because I didn't want to speak to him and I didn't have to. So then he fabricated a police report claiming he was caught out to my house. So during the first trial in AlamanceCounty, they refused to, my lawyer refused to do anything despite acknowledging that I was innocent. So I ended up getting found guilty of assaulting an officer and obstruction, despite the fact that even if he wasn't lying about being dispatched because of arguing, it's not a crime. So during the appeal trial, Ron Parrish's Facebook friend, John Cox, was my lawyer. Didn't tell me that they were Facebook friends. He refused to take action against the people that Ron Parrish had lied. So basically, they testified about me assaulting an officer for 20 minutes, which didn't happen. It's clearly on camera. And they weren't even in the report. So I understand that if I was to report this, you wouldn't do anything anyways. You'll just tell me it's a local issue or something like that. But the whole point of this, of even recording this, is because, like I said, I'm going to let everyone know the type of people that Phil Berger is and the type of people that politicians are, because my family has been affected. And instead of doing anything, people have chosen to block me on Facebook and do all this other unlawful shit, and then look pretty like they're like the good people. And honestly, I've had it with that. And so I'm no longer like seeking help. I'm just going to start recording people and show. I'm not breaking any laws, but I'm letting you know, like Phil Berger's office, that this is what I'm dealing with. And I'm sure he's aware. You can say he's not, but this is every time I've called North Carolina, these people that are supposed to take action, senators, lawyers, all these other people, they say it's a local issue. The fact of the matter is, the people that are engaging in the misconduct are local. So here's what I'm going to tell you before I end the call. I'll let you speak if you want to. I'm going to make sure that everyone in Alamance County is brought to justice for what they did. I'm not going to violate any laws. I'm just going to do this by exposing everything. And so, if Phil Berger's got anything illegal going on with Ron Parrish, I'd make sure that he wipes that stuff quickly. Anything you want to say before I hang up?
No, sir. I'm not sure if it's appropriate for me to make a personal.
That's what I thought. Take care. This is Jeffrey Smythe.
Yes.
This is Brian Turner. I remember speaking with you during the when I called you when you were the over the Department of Investigations for Civil Rights. So I'm calling again because when you refuse to take action, despite me having proof of it, I'm still being harassed. I've been banned from the town, and so my family has lost a lot, and we didn't deserve it. And you've chosen to not do your job because you told me that you didn't think Rebecca Dixon would do what I claimed, even though it's on camera. So I'm asking you right now, could I do anything to get an investigation? Because what has been going on with my family has been wrong. Our senators won't do anything, and I have filed complaints against you for not doing your job. Go ahead and speak, sir.
Mr. Turner, I really am not in a position. I'm not at the DOJ, and I really can't help you. I'm sorry.
Notice he doesn't
Right, but
dispute
you were.
anything I
I'm
say.
just making sure we're on the same page. When I reached out to you, it was your position to help, and you told me, and you had me blackballed. I just wanted to get you on the phone so I could show the world how I'm treated after I have valid complaints and concerns. And you're over the Department of Safety. My family hasn't been very safe. Locally speaking, we've been harassed. The police, your buddies, have chosen not to take any action against the people harassing us. I've been banned. So you told me you couldn't take any action. So I'm just making sure. That's what you said, right? I won't call you again. I just want to make sure I have this recorded. You said you could not get involved despite being over everything in the SBI, who actually criminally charged me for misuse of 911, and then they claimed when I got a bond for $3,000, the Ivana's Law Act, which punishes violent criminals. I'm not a violent criminal. I called 911. I called the non-emergency number, and explained after I was told to when I was banned. You can't do anything, bro.
I think you misunderstand. I'm not over the SBI, and I'm
I
not
know.
in a position to help. And I apologize that I can't be of more help, and I wish you the best of luck moving.
Sir, as I've told you before, Senator Gately ethically cannot get involved with anything with the police in her district. It is a violation.
How may I direct your call?
So before you transfer me, I just wanted to make a statement. So I've been calling.
Okay.
Actually, just so you know, this is being recorded. So I've been calling Josh Stein for 2 years when he was the Attorney General, leaving messages about police corruption involving me and my children, the Gibsonville Police, and the town of Alamance County. He's chosen to ignore me and not do anything. And every other time that I call, I don't get anywhere. And so it's his responsibility, since he was elected, to look after the people. I have evidence of corruption that you guys have chosen to ignore. It's posted all over his Facebook page. Whenever on his public campaign or whatever it is on Facebook, it's posted in AlamanceCounty. It's posted everywhere, and I've been filing complaints, and no one has done anything. No one has ever reached out to me, and I just keep getting redirected.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Brian, Brian. My last name is Turner, Turner. And I'm honestly sick of it because a police officer trespassed onto my property and assaulted me for no reason, and then the police, when I filed a complaint, had their friend lie for the officer, and in the recording played, she's like, well, Jeff, we need you to help our officer before he starts lying. I've been trespassed from the Gibsonville town meeting for bringing this concern up when I didn't violate any laws, and I've been reaching out to Josh Stein. Josh Stein sucks, and it's like no one will do anything. You guys look after each other. I know for a fact that Senator Amy Galey is Facebook friends with the perpetrators, and I know State Representative Dennis Rydell is also friends with Gibsonville Police Chief Ron Parrish. My lawyer had all the evidence, and he's also friends with Gibsonville Ron Parrish. I know at the time, and he sabotaged my case. I've been seeking help, and all you guys seem to look after each other rather than doing what's right by the people. So can I get some help?
What's your phone number, Mr. Turner?
It's 984-215-1915. And I just find it funny because normally you guys hang up on me or are very rude, but now that I tell you that you're being recorded, you want to act nice.
Sir, I never hang up on you.
I've called numerous times. I've been calling for the last 2.5 years. I just started calling this office when Roy Cooper was in about 1.5 years ago. Maybe I didn't speak with you personally, but generally when I've spoken with somebody, they've been rude and not understanding.
Okay. Well, your issue is with your county. Did you call your
The issue,
manager?
everyone knows about it. The town manager had me trespassed. He had the DA threaten me with harassment charges when I brought this up during the first trial. Everyone is a part of it. I have all the evidence on YouTube. As I've said before, I've been posting it on Josh Stein's, whoever runs his stuff, seen it. All the evidence is there. I have many people involved in it on local levels. You're talking about the town manager, the mayor, the police chief, the DA, DOJ, Jeffrey Smythe. He's actually Facebook friends with Gibsonville Ron Parrish. He refused to investigate my claims, and then he had me blackballed from speaking to anyone. Everyone seems more concerned with covering this up than doing their job. And then people like Josh Stein and Jeff Jackson, they don't care enough about it. And so, no, yes, my issue is with the state in general because I've reached out to y'all and y'all have done nothing to help me. And there's other people dealing with similar issues that y'all choose to ignore. And so this shit is going on TikTok when I'm done because I want some justice. Are you still there?
Of course I'm here, sir. Would you like me to speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you're speaking to your county manager. Have you spoken to your local mayor?
Did you not hear what I just told you? The mayor is part of it.
Okay, sir. Mr. Turner, I'm not going to talk over you. I gave you your time to talk. When I ask you something, you don't have to be hostile with me, okay?
I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years, and no one has attempted to help me. And I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm frustrated as an American citizen who follows the law. Everyone is involved, and I have proof of it. I literally have a video of them trespassing me.
Did you contact the lawyer?
Jesus Christ.
To get legal advice?
I don't need legal advice. I've contacted lawyers. The problem is that I spent all my money on these crooked lawyers, so I know for a fact that they're choosing them to not take this case because it implicates their friends. So can you please tell me what I can do to move this up, because I've been dealing with this for 2.5 years, and I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I've answered these questions. I've contacted the SBI, many people, and no one will do anything. I was hung up on.